President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi travels to Rio de Janeiro for the G20 summit. The Ministry of Health announces a nationwide enhancement of primary care services serving 800,046 patients in the third quarters of the year. And Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inaugurates the 28th edition of Cairo ICT 2024 exhibition and conference on behalf of President al-Sisi. You're watching the latest updates from Egypt on Qnews. Let's move on to the developers. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is set to travel to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to participate in the G20 summit. During the summit, he will emphasize the challenges faced by developing nations in achieving sustainable development goals amidst ongoing political and economic uncertainties. President Sisi will deliver a speech outlining Egypt's development efforts and nation's vision for prioritizing unity and enhancing cooperation to tackle these challenges. His address will also discuss the crises in the region, particularly the ongoing Israeli escalation in Palestine and Lebanon, while highlighting Egypt's efforts to restore stability in the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, now we go to a live broadcast where clashes between Israeli police and a group of ultra-Orthodox Haredim in Tel Aviv have erupted following tensions over police actions against religious displays, with protests continuing from the community.
אין מה לשאול.
כן.
מה קורה פה? איך אתה מעריך את מה שקורה פה? מה אתה מבין?
מה זאת אומרת אני מבין? שלמה אנשים אחרים אמורים להבין שאנחנו לא הולכים ללכת כצאן לטבח בשביל גחמות פוליטיות לא מימין ולא משמאל, לא בגלל הבג"ץ ולא בגלל הכנסת. אנחנו אנשים יהודים, לא ישראלים, אנחנו לא מתכננים ללכת לצבא בשום אופן, בשום צורה. נחמן.
מה השאלה? הציבור בישראל מכיר 100 חטופים, נכון? 150, 130, לא יודע איפה זה אוחז. הציבור שלנו יש 60,000 חטופים. יש לנו אמונה ויהדות. זה שמכירים בה או שלא מכירים בה, לא יבוא הרצל ויחליט לנו אם יש לי יהדות או אין יהדות. לנו יש יהדות והיהדות שלנו מחייבת אותנו לא הולך לצבא. נשאיר את זה פרשנות ואפשר להסביר לו את זה. מבחינתנו עכשיו שעושים חוק לגייס בחורי ישיבות, זה כמו לחטוף אותנו, ומבחינת האמונה שלנו זה יותר גרוע מלמות. זה הסיפור של ההפגנה כאן. רגל אחד. מאיר. מאיר.
Right, these are live broadcasting from Tel Aviv showing clashes that has erupted between the Israeli police and the religious sect, namely the Haredim. Now, the Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid has called for measures against ultra-Orthodox Jews, Haredim, who continue to refuse military services. In comments made this morning on the Israeli army radio, Lapid urged the government to deny them allocated budgets, passports, and the ability to travel to Uman, Ukraine, for the Jewish New Year if they do not comply with conscription laws. Lapid emphasized that conscription is a matter of values, stating they must serve. He added that if the Haredim continue to reject military service, they should not receive any state benefits or passports and should be barred from traveling to Yemen, where thousands of Haredim visit annually for Rosh Hashanah to pay respect at the grave of Rabbi Nachman of Berselov. This call follows the ongoing debate over the Israeli Supreme Court's June ruling, which mandated military services for Haredim despite their opposition to conscription. Ladies and gentlemen, these were live broadcasts from Tel Aviv showing the clashes that has erupted between the Israeli police and the religious sect Haredim and the unrest existing in Tel Aviv. Now back to Egypt's Bulltin, and the Ministry of Health and Population has announced a nationwide enhancement of primary care services, which serves 800,046 visitors during the third quarter of this year. The ministry revealed that the 100 Days of Health campaign has provided over 37.4 million medical services to date. Additionally, 157 out of 181 decent life facilities are now operational, marking an 87% completion rate. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has inaugurated the 28th edition of Cairo ICT 2024 exhibition and conference on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Over the next 4 days, Cairo ICT 2024 will host workshops, panel discussions, and interactive sessions led by global technology experts. Key topics will include the impact of AI on data centers, practical cybersecurity training, blockchain and cryptocurrencies, smart city development, and integrating innovation into the Internet of Things. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we've been covering. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi travels to Rio de Janeiro for the G20 summit. The Ministry of Health announces a nationwide enhancement of primary care services serving 846,000 patients in the third quarter of the year. And Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inaugurates the 28th edition of Cairo ICT 2024 exhibition and conference on behalf of President al-Sisi. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. Many thanks for watching.